One of the archetypes I meet again and again in serving women on the path of spiritual awakening is the slashy. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking about the woman who goes from course to course, modality to modality, looking for the answer, the thing that's going to convert into paying clients, a robust business. It's like if I just find the right modality, if I just find the right practitioner training, if I just find the right certification, I will be booked out. People will be, filling up my bank accounts. And even if your motivation is not profitability, although if you are in service, you are entitled to be profitable. No matter how spiritual our work is, we all have the right to be successful and behave ethically. We can do both. We can be on the spiritual path, but that is a sidebar. What I want to talk about is the slashy archetype. We lead with our what, not our why. So we keep on gathering more and more qualifications, hoping that this will be the one that gets people excited about our work. But it doesn't change anything. It doesn't necessarily bring more people to you. It doesn't give you the confidence to go forward as a spiritual entrepreneur. It isn't elevating your service above the noise of the millions of others who are doing similar work in this industry. That is a good thing, by the way, that we have this zeitgeist, this current energy of so many people wanting to step further and further into their spiritual work as the way they live their lives, as the way they make their money. That is something that we should be excited about, but often we'll then go into imposter syndrome or why would people choose me over that other person, right? And what is missing is not how many qualifications you've done, how many different modalities you can list after your name, which, by the way, is a massive turnoff for most people. It just, to me, suggests that you are a jack of, all trades, master of none. And it isn't bringing that sense of expertise, of that specialization that will make people trust you. So I feel that this slashy archetype, which is like us actually desperately searching for something, some qualification that's going to make us feel ready, is actually more about this lack of spiritual self-esteem, this lack of absolute certainty in your energy as the medicine. Ultimately, the modality doesn't matter, right? If you get the results for those that you serve, most people will happily go along with anything that you offer. It isn't about your modality. It is about that quality of spiritual fierceness, that spiritual self-esteem, to know that you are so deeply connected to your intuitive intelligence that you can guide those that you serve in the highest possible way to the highest outcome for their lives. Our clients and our students are looking for results. They're not looking for a long list of qualifications. They want you to demonstrate through your energetic certainty that you are the person they need, that you are the expert. Why a modality qualification or another certificate or another teacher or another book won't bring that is because you are externalizing. It really won't matter what it is that you decide to become expert in. If you do not bring that energy of, I am a divine piece of a benevolent universe that is always guiding me, that is always leading my service for my clients. When we are serving women in the Institute, what we recognize is the biggest deficit most spiritual women have is not in their qualifications. In fact, most people have studied way too much. It is in that, excuse me, that capacity to believe in their value, their capacity to believe that what they have to offer matters, and that capacity to lead with that certainty, that is the medicine that creates miracles in the lives of those that you serve. I'm going to clear my throat one more time. Let me clear my throat. No, I'm not a singer. I won't do that again. So we have the solution to this problem, the recognition that connection to your highest form of intelligence, intuitive intelligence, is actually about elevating your spiritual self-worth, turning on that inner authority. And this is what Acarya, our certified intuition teacher training, is all about. Yes, you are qualified in the most revolutionary form of intuition development in service to others, but it is the most rigorous boot camp for your own intuition development. So you have that absolute self-esteem. Studies have shown that to increase our connection to our sense of our holiness is less about how many hours we spend in devotion, how much we do that it looks spiritual, and more about increasing our self-worth. Intuition, in the way the Institute shares it, is all about this missing piece that is largely overlooked in other places. We connect you to the truth that you are unlimited consciousness, that you are God consciousness. That brings with it that absolute certainty of your worth, your right to be in service, your right to be on this path of awakening, and to never doubt yourself, because it is that doubt that keeps you hunting for more and more qualifications. It'll be this modality, it'll be this person, this book, this course that gets me to the place where I believe in myself. And it doesn't matter how many trainings you do if they are not connecting you to that intuitive intelligence, which is the absolute certainty, that trust in your actions, the way to go forward, the way to speak to those that you serve. This is why the Institute's intuition development is so revolutionary. It is the return to that inner authority that so many women have been removed from the conditions of living in a patriarchal world, from living in a world that has devalued us, that has labeled us as sinful. We have forgotten our direct connection to that infinite, unlimited consciousness that we truly are. And that is what intuitive intelligence is. And it is all about spiritual self-esteem. So when you come into Acarya, our teacher certification, yes, you're getting this incredible curriculum that you can go forward and offer to others in whatever way you desire. We do not create cookie cutters here. We want you to find your unique voice in this work. And you are equipped, more importantly, with that process to increase your self-worth to that point where doubt will never be allowed to be the thing that motivates you. Right now, so many of our choices about how we do the work of our spiritual development is based on this deficit model. I'm missing something. I'm broken. I need to be healed. I need to be repaired. There's something out there that will fill this void within me. And it cannot be done that way. This work is an inside job. And you are ready. You're ready right now. You do not need another modality. You do not need another slash after your name, another title to add, which, as I say, to me just looks like you're insecure in what you do. You don't know what it is that really matters to you. What matters is that we find that inner authority and we lead from that place of absolute certainty. I call this spiritual fierceness. And more than anything, Acarya, our teacher training, is reconnecting you to that spiritual fierceness so that you go forward and lead your service from this absolute foundation of self-trust, self-reliance, and offer it to those that you serve. I'm going to share more information in the comments, and you can... Which word should we use today? Let's say teacher. And I will share all of the information about Acarya, our Certified Intuition Teacher Program, which is not about filling your head with yet another system, but rather bringing you into the truth of who you are so that you are unforgettable. This is the solution if you have been wandering around, wondering where your clients are, where your students are, how you can rise above the noise and draw those to you. Everything you need to magnetize your ideal students, your clients, is in this program, and it will bring that fierceness that will allow you to stay true to your highest dharma without ever doubting yourself. I cannot wait for you to join me. Have a beautiful day.